This is Matt Braynard, Executive Director of Look Ahead America. On February 11th, I received this letter from Dominion Election Systems lawyers demanding that I retract statements I've made about Dominion and that I stop speaking out about their voting machines. This letter starts, in the very first paragraph, with a lie. It states, Dominion formally demands that you cease and desist with promoting bogus claims about the election being stolen. I've never asserted that the election was stolen, and I've been entirely consistent in stating the conclusions of my work, that the number of illegal ballots surpasses the margin of victory in enough states such that the deserved winner of the presidential election is unknowable. The letter also alleges that I claim Dominion is responsible for voter fraud and irregularities. This is also a lie. All of my work on the election irregularities have focused on illegally cast ballots, and I've never made any allegations of fraud or irregularities against Dominion. Their letter goes on to make many other false and misleading claims about my work and about me personally. And while others have made unusual accusations about their role in the 2020 general election, I never have. And so I began to wonder, why would they send a letter like this to me? But then, one of their sentences gives it all away. We demand you retract calls to boycott Dominion. This letter from Dominion has nothing to do with my findings from the 2020 general election, but everything to do with Look Ahead America's policy objective to ban the use of black box voting equipment that Dominion sells for hundreds of millions of dollars to states and counties across the country. Black box voting equipment runs on software and hardware that is a corporate secret and unavailable for examination by government officials and the public. For this principled reason, and many others, Look Ahead America is leading the fight against its use in our elections, and our position has broad, bipartisan support and is backed by peer-reviewed science. And this is the real reason why Dominion is coming after me, because they're worried about their bottom line and their monopoly on U.S. elections. I'm fortunate enough to be represented by one of our nation's premier lawyers in this area, Harmeet Dillon, and her team of experts, and they are determined to represent our cause. They've drafted a response letter that I'm happy to share with all of you. But I also have my own direct response to Dominion and their attorneys who, on their very own website, refer to themselves as assassins. I'm not retracting anything, and I'm not going to stop speaking out. If working for Donald Trump taught me anything, it's that you never back down, you double down. Banning black box voting equipment was number 3 of 6 election integrity reforms we've advocated. It just moved up to number 1, and we will not rest until black box voting machines are removed from every election precinct in the country and replaced by open source platforms that are transparent and demonstrably secure. First up in our renewed effort is preventing the state of Louisiana from awarding its $100 million voting equipment contract to any black box vendor. Instead, we must insist that new voting equipment meet the highest standards of transparency and open source design. In the coming weeks, I will personally travel to the Pelican State to organize bipartisan and nonpartisan allies and to rally like-minded activists to petition the legislature and request hearings to accomplish this goal. I'm sorry, Dominion, but you picked the wrong fight with the wrong guy. To our supporters, if you're interested in donating to help our legal and organizational efforts or volunteering to help with our cause, please go to lookaheadamerica.org. Together, we can put black box voting equipment in the dumpster of election history alongside the poll tax. This is Matt Braynard with Look Ahead America. America first, America forever.